Hi everyone, Quiveen here from CIT's Blackrock Castle Observatory. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the brightest stars that we can see. We'll be looking at the top 15 stars that are visible in the Northern Hemisphere at this time of the year at about 9:45. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video if you'd like to see all 15, and if you'd like to get up-to-date notifications on when we are posting our videos, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you'd like to get the most up-to-date notifications, including notified when we're streaming live, then make sure to ring that bell. Click that little bell icon next to the subscribe button as well. So we're starting this evening at about 9:45, looking down into the southwest. So the sunset is just in the west. We're looking a little bit to the left of sunset. Over in the southwest is our brightest star, Sirius. It's the brightest star we see at night time. The sun is technically brighter, and it's not the brightest object in the sky. Venus, the planet, is a little bit brighter, but Venus won't twinkle, twinkle, little star. We're looking for the brightest twinkling object, and that is going to be Sirius down in the southwest. It's our brightest star. From Sirius, we're going to turn away from the southwest over to the northeast. We need to look nice and high into the northeast tonight to see the plough or the Big Dipper. There it is. And the handle of the plough makes a nice arc. Following that arc into the east will bring us to Arcturus, and Arcturus is the second brightest star that we will see in the night sky this evening. There's Arcturus nice and bright above the east. The third brightest star we'll see in the sky is Vega. So Vega is lower and further north than Arcturus. You're going down into the left. Another way to find Vega is to go back up to the plough, look for the front of the plough here, and just come straight down. Early in the evening, that will bring you down to Vega. Now, Vega is the third brightest star. Its magnitude is 0.03, very, very close to zero, because other stars' brightness was originally compared to Vega. Arcturus is brighter than Vega, so it's actually given a negative number. Arcturus's brightness is minus 0.05. The bigger the number, the fainter the star. So we're going to be getting bigger numbers as we go to fainter objects. We're looking at such bright stars, we're not going to get a number bigger than 1. They're all going to be decimal magnitudes. But Vega there is the third brightest star that we'll see in the nighttime sky this evening. We're going to be turning back towards the west for the next star. So if you're looking at the lovely glow over in the west, and you can see the Pleiades and Venus, keep going a little bit higher and you'll get to Capella. Capella is the brightest star in Auriga, and it's the fourth brightest star we'll see in the sky this evening. Continuing to turn around, we're turning more towards the southwest now. Low in Orion is Rigel. Rigel's not quite as famous as Betelgeuse, and that might be because Betelgeuse is higher and has that lovely red colour, but Rigel is actually a little bit brighter. Rigel is the fifth brightest star that we will see in the sky this evening, and Rigel is a good place to start. Our fifth brightest star will help us find our sixth brightest star. So from Rigel, we're going up to Orion's sword, just under Orion's belt, and we're continuing up towards the south, high into the southwest. There is Procyon. So Procyon is our sixth brightest star in our sky this evening. It's in Canis Minor, nice and high above Sirius in Canis Major. After Procyon, then we'll come back to Betelgeuse. So Betelgeuse is our seventh brightest star. It's not next after Rigel. It's not the brightest star in Orion, but it is one of the most famous with that lovely reddish-orange colour. And our next star also has a lovely reddish-orange colour. So going from Betelgeuse number 7 across to Aldebaran at number 8. So Aldebaran, Venus and the Pleiades pretty much form a triangle above the western horizon this evening. Aldebaran is also a nice reddish orange star, very bright, and Aldebaran is our number 8. From our 8th brightest star in the west, we need to turn the whole way around into the east again. We're going to look back to Arcturus. You might remember from some of our earlier videos, arcing to Arcturus is the first part of the rhyme, but after you arc to Arcturus, you spike on to Spica. And there's Spica just above the southeastern horizon. It's a nice bluish star. It's going to be the 9th brightest star that we see in the sky this evening. So it's nice and low towards the southeast. The best way to find it is to use the plough to arc to Arcturus and then spike onto Spica. That's a good way to find that lovely bright star. From here, we're looking high above Sirius to Procyon, and then we're continuing to look high above Procyon to Pollux. So Pollux is our 10th brightest star. It's nice and bright in the constellation of Gemini, very high in the sky tonight, so you might need to almost lean a little bit backwards to see Pollux very high above the southwest. So that's our 10th brightest star. From there, we're going to turn all the way back around to the north. We're almost looking straight under the North Star, very close to north. Deneb is just across from Vega in the sky, and Deneb is our 11th brightest star. Now Deneb and Vega, they're in the sky all night long every night of the year, whereas the brightest star Sirius, it's actually going to disappear as we come into May. So this is a good time of year to do it. You can see these bright stars all year long, but Sirius is a star that we only see at certain times of the year. So this is a good time to go looking for the brighter stars. After Deneb, which is number 11, we're turning right back around to the south to a constellation I hope I've made a big deal of recently, the constellation of Leo. So we're looking straight into the south, high into the southern sky. Across from Procyon is the bright star Regulus. If you take a look at Leo, count how many stars you can see, and then go to the Globe at Night website and tell them how many stars you can see and where you're looking from. It will help them keep track of how much light pollution there is in your area and around the world. So Leo and Regulus, that's a great area of the sky to look for this evening. Regulus is our 12th brightest star. From Regulus, we're turning back towards the southwest. So if you look over to Procyon and then look up to Pollux, just next to Pollux is our 13th brightest star. So we've got the 10th and 13th brightest stars right next to each other in the same constellation. Pollux number 10, Castor number 13, and they are known as the twins in Gemini. They're both very similar brightness, very close together in the sky. After Castor, we're coming back down to Orion. Orion's got quite a few bright stars. We've already looked at Betelgeuse, that's one of Orion's shoulders. The other shoulder is Bellatrix, and that's star number 14. So Betelgeuse and Bellatrix, the 7th brightest star and the 14th brightest star that we'll see in our sky this evening. There is Bellatrix. From Bellatrix, we're going to a star that's in the constellation of Taurus. It really is. But it's almost closer to the constellation of Auriga. We're looking at the bright star Elnath. So there it is. There's the name coming up. Elnath is very, very high above Taurus, the main part of Taurus, this V with Aldebaran. So if you find Aldebaran and this V, the Hyades, you need to look up into the sky past Venus, and it's going to be the next brightest star you see. So there's Elnath, and there is number 15. Elnath's the 15th brightest star we'll see in the sky tonight, but if we include the stars that are only visible in the morning or only visible in the southern hemisphere, it's actually the 28th brightest star that we can see in the sky. So it's the 15th for us here in the north, but the 28th overall. So those are the 15 brightest stars that we'll see in the sky this evening. You might have noticed we didn't come to a lot of very famous stars. Stars like those in Orion's belt or the North Star Polaris. Well, those stars are quite bright. In fact, I can promise at least 2 of the stars in Orion's belt and the North Star, they are in the top 30. And we'll get to those next 15 in our next YouTube video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get to see some of these bright stars, and I hope you join me in the next video to find the rest of them.